Welcome, my name is Brandon. Please join me on this tour of the 5 mini malls on Grand Avenue in St. Paul, Minnesota. Grand Avenue is the rather swank part of St. Paul. I first ate sushi on the street in the late 1990s. Back then you had to know where to go for sushi. Nowadays, even the cheap grocery stores have sushi in their delis. Alright, let's talk about malls. The Victoria Crossing West building dates back to the 1930s. The 2-story section through which we entered was once the Grand Avenue State Bank. In this 1-story area was Barry Chevrolet. The building was converted into a mall in the 1980s. Now look at this. I mentioned we were going to discuss 5 malls, but there are only 4 on this sign. The current property owner, Escom Properties, only owns 4 of the 5 malls we are discussing today. They own Victoria West and South, but not East. I have not been able to determine a reason for that. If you know the reason, please let me know in the comments. What I like about these mini malls is that the developers did not ruin Grand Avenue. I could see a developer raising these buildings and blocking off Victoria Street or Grand Avenue for a bigger mall in the 1980s. Heck, that actually happened a few miles away in downtown St. Paul with the Town Square Shopping Center. I will talk about that mall's history someday in the future. I have not been to that mall since the early 1990s and I just don't want to return. In my head, that mall's indoor park is still there, flush with greenery instead of the empty, closed to the public floor it has been for over 20 years. I'll get there someday. While Victoria East has different ownership, the V logo on the entrances match the logos on the West building. I was thinking, getting back to not visiting Town Square yet, I think part of that is the reason a lot of downtown malls fail. I keep putting off visiting the few malls of downtown St. Paul and Minneapolis. I don't want to deal with traffic and then pay for parking. It's one thing to go to an event, but just to walk around a mall, Which, it's frankly ridiculous. This week, I just spent 7 hours and over a tank of gas driving to Moorhead and back on one day to film the Moorhead Center Mall while it is still fully intact. But I gotta be honest, I could have left this narration on the cutting room floor, but I'm keeping it here for that kick in the pants I need to get back to St. Paul. Oh, I did it again. I snuck in some future winter footage. I thought the hallway was too dark and refilmed it. Nothing I could find on the physical building labels this property as Victoria Crossing South, but we know from the map we saw earlier that that is this mall's name. This was once a Studebaker dealership that opened in the 1920s. This place is often busy due to the number of people visiting Cafe Latte. While they have good meals, people really love their desserts. My sister had 2 of their cakes served at her wedding. I don't remember both of them, but I do know that one of them was a Tres Leches. It was so good. While I originally filmed the 3 Victoria Crossing malls in 2021, when I started doing research for this video, I learned that the current owners also own Grand Place in Milton Mall down the street. While Grand Place has outside tenants and room for a couple of indoor tenants, those indoor spots are currently empty. This was most recently the Health East Grand Avenue Clinic. The only reason to enter this building is to go to and from the parking ramp upstairs. Parking around this part of town is terrible, especially in the winter. The ramp helps a little, but not much. Parking is also difficult because the residential street directly south of Grand Avenue does not allow for visitor parking. And lastly, we come to the demalled Milton Mall. Look fast and you'll see Salou. I love Salou. It's a very tongue-in-cheek French restaurant. I mean, they have a sandwich on the menu called Le Cheeseburger. I've enjoyed every meal there, and it's also a place where I first tried escargot. I cannot find any signage on the building today stating that this is Milton Mall, but we can see the mall's name on the building before the 2010s remodel, when the Anthropology clothing store took over the southern end of the mall. The remains of the Milton Mall's enclosed section is a hallway that takes one to the Park Dental office. After all that work to demall Milton, the clothing store moved out at the end of 2022 to its new home in the very busy Rosedale Center. And that takes us to the end of our tour. I hope you enjoyed visiting these little mini malls in Grand Avenue. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a great day. Take care.